start and you lead the way.
Absolutely. Alan, it's going to be fine. I'll lead you right through this.
This is going to be a great time. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Welcome in, mother. I bet you weren't expecting that because I'm Austin Pistulka. I'm on the radio and I'm not supposed to swear a whole lot. But this is in the gym. We're live from CTX, which is owned by one Alan Pilley. This is Alan.
What's going on, guys?
So Alan is a little nervous. I'm going to be honest.
You're going to get a lot of though.
Absolutely. Sorry about the audio. Sorry, audio guys. Sorry. But here we go. So this is the Stache and Beard Fitness Show, which fitness is a loose term, as in we will fit this idea into our fitness show somehow. That didn't work. We'll cut that out. Or we won't. Who knows? But anyway.
Just keep it rolling.
Yeah, exactly. We just keep rocking and rolling. Basically, the moral of the story for this show is that we just want to come on, have a good time, because the gym that we are a part of, CTX, the CTX crew, we are a community here, and we have a great time with lifting, we have a great time with being in each other's lives, and we want to extend that even more. We want to make powerlifting and strongman and CrossFit, and we want to make those communities accessible to more people. And the way we do that is we say motherfucker a lot and we have a good ass time. All right? That's
about it.
That's about it?
That's about it. That's us. Fantastic.
So let's start off by introducing ourselves. So like I said, I'm Austin Pistulka. You can catch me Monday through Friday on 96.9 The Game in Orlando on Open Mic, the producer there. Quick thing, you can follow me. I might be more famous for the TikTok, okay? I would say so. Absolutely. I'm at Actually Average with my wife, Liz. We have over 3,000 followers, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So we talk about fitness, we make jokes, and I talk about how I stare at my wife's ass a whole lot. Good. Where we are recording live from is CTX Fitness, or CTX Barbell.
CTX Barbell.
That's right.
The third name change.
What?
And officially the last one.
The last one. Yeah. Owned by the one and only Alan Pilley.
Yeah. Like you said, I'm Alan Pilley. I'm the owner of CTX Barbell. This is our home.
So you do strong things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
To put it bluntly, you do strong things. You are a professional power lifter.
Loose term.
Okay.
There's not really a pro power lifter, but I mean, when you start getting certain totals, you're ranked up there.
What would those certain totals be?
Oh, 23, 24, 25 and above.
What is your total?
My best total ever is 2507. So puts you at I think it's elite at my body weight, which was 275 at the time.
There you go. Yeah. 2507.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah, it was.
What,
it was a good day.
What was your squat? Or give me the numbers. Give me the.
I had a 1036 squat, a 727 bench press, and a 744 deadlift. I believe those 727 or 722 bench, but
I believe I'm exactly half as strong as you. I think that's how the numbers work out. As I'm half as strong as you at your best.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, you got a lot left in you. You got a lot left in you. I'm still trying to get back up to that old total. So,
oh, you'll get there.
It's a good climb.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially since you just tore a quad
back in January of last year. Now that we're in the new year,
right?
But, that was my first ever injury my entire life of lifting, and overcome it. You know, we're back on the climb, so it feels good.
Good.
Took 802 today.
Hell
which was,
yeah!
In briefs, and the heaviest full gear squat I took last year. So that was a pretty good milestone today. Very happy.
I'd say so.
I owe that to the crew today. So good stuff.
We got a big crew here at CTX.
We had yes. Not only do we have a big crew, we had a big crew today. Yeah. 4 hours of squatting. I think we had 27 people squatting. Had some from out of towns. That was a good day.
Yeah, and we ran it really smooth.
It did.
We didn't have near the problems that we all thought we were going to have when we saw 27 people show up.
Yeah, no, it was a good day. Went quick.
Fantastic.
So I think a lot of PRs the day fell. That was good.
Yeah.
A lot of new numbers. So that's always a positive. So good stuff.
Sure. Definitely good stuff.
What'd you have? You finished out.
Yeah, I ended up with so no bands did 472. which I got to erase my number up on the board there because I've been keeping track of since I've lost the weight, and I have one number remaining, and that's my squat. So I've gone above my max, my old fat max. Yeah, I've gone past my fat max on my bench and my deadlift, but now I gotta get a new max on my squat.
Okay.
And so my old fat max is 490.
Okay.
Which that was a cheap 490. I don't know if you remember that, but I had 490 on the bar. It was a yoke. And I cut it short by about
7 CTX.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, first CTX.
Was it first?
It was first CTX.
Okay.
And I cut it short about 1.5 inches. But I still counted it. No, I had 505 on. That's what it was. So I lowered it to 490 to be like, oh, I didn't get 500.
Okay.
Because I'm an asshole. I don't think I ever... Yeah.
Call you humble.
I'm humble. That's it. But then now my best not fat max is 472.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You moved it really well today. Top weight with the bands, what'd you have? 5 1/4?
I failed on 5 1/4.
Okay, so we got 5 wheels in the
Five wheels in the bands, and then Rick. We have such a rivalry between Rick and I because for a while it was bench press, but I've exceeded his bench press now. I don't know what his deal is. He has a mental block with bench press.
We gotta lie to him about the weight on the bar.
Yeah, we gotta. But when it comes to squat and deadlift, he blows me out of the water. I don't know what the deal is with that. But you know, he thinks I'm on steroids. I'm not, but it's not a bad thing.
You know, it's you're gonna get that a lot, which is I take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
If you ever get complimented for you're on steroids and you're not, take that.
Absolutely.
Take that all day. So
Absolutely.
That's always a compliment.
First things first. When it comes to the broadcast stuff and production and all of this stuff, we're all just kind of figuring it out as it goes. So if it sounds like we don't know what we're about to talk about, you're correct. You figured it out. Congratulations. But this is episode 1, mother.
What'd he say?
Now we are going to move into a segment called Fact Over Fitness. And let's start off by saying, I'm not a health professional. He is not a health professional. We have a combined, what?
20 years?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years. 17 of them are yours. Of
expertise in the field together?
Yeah. We've been lifting for a while. We've been doing strongman shit for a long time. We pick things up, we put them down, and we, for the most part, stay healthy.
For the most part.
I've never really had that bad of an injury.
No.
The only injury you've had was the one we talked about in the first segment.
That's it. Other than that, I've been relatively healthy. Not perpetually injured.
Right.
You know, like some people like to say out there. But what he's getting at is, you know, a lot of what we're going to talk about potentially in this segment and further on, don't take it as medical facts. All right. We have people higher up that we'll reference as far as maybe on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We'll send out, you know, references so you guys can go take a look at the actual facts. Some of what we talk about and what opinions we're going to give are just that. They're our opinions based on what we've done. So as far as medical advice, we are not doctors.
Right. And that's important because there are a lot of snake oil sellers. What's the actual word for that?
Snake oil sellers?
Yeah, snake oil sellers.
Snake salesman.
That's it. No.
Snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
Something.
They're tricksters.
They sell you bullshit.
Yeah, they sell
and the
you
whole
bullshit.
purpose of our show is to get rid of the bullshit, you know? So there's going to be some things that we talk about that maybe you've never heard of. Which that's fine. We want to not only entertain, but we want to inform.
Yeah,
but for the most part, we want to change what, you know, is the information being spewed out there.
Yeah.
And that's
because there's a lot out there of just number one wrong, number two stupid information being thrown out there that can turn people away from the lifestyle that we really like.
Yeah, 100%.
So
and keeps people afraid. And I mean, we want to open the doors to more of you guys doing what we do and not being afraid. whether it be lifting, whether it be strongman, powerlifting, CrossFit, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that's our aim, and that's what we're going to talk a bit about in this segment.
Yeah, you want to be an Instagram model? We got you. All right, so this segment brought to you by Kabam! Lady Juice Beard Oil. Is this in focus? Is it? It is in focus. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Lady Juice Beard Oil.
The best beard oil, beard balm on the market.
Absolutely. I use it myself.
What's the flavor? What you got?
Pound Town.
Our number one seller.
Number one seller for a good reason. It smells fantastic. Let me just...
Yeah. That is an amazing smell.
That's so good, man.
You can pick some up, www.ladyjuicebeardoil.com, and also go to Instagram at ladyjuicebeardoil.
That's right.
You can find it all there. Not for children.
No.
Right? Not for children.
What is it?
NFSW? Not safe. NSFW.
Yeah.
Whatever. Some letters. Not safe for work.
I showed my sister the website. My sister, who is like 22, 21, I showed her the website because her boyfriend has, big beard. And I'm like, here, you should get these products. And she goes, I don't know. This is a little graphic. Are you okay? I'm like, I use it. It's fine. So it's totally fine. She's like, all right. So you might be getting an order sent to Nebraska.
Good.
But that being said, this is Fact Over Fitness. And I've got a number of fitness myths. Some are fitness facts. We'll see. We'll get into it. And I'm going to tell Alan about this, and he's going to give me the yes or no, the explanation that he thinks of it. And if I've got something to say about it, damn well I'm going to say it. Let's start off with my favorite one.
Oh, God.
Okay? And this is the nutrition route.
Okay.
Carbs are evil.
In my opinion,
yeah,
false. Unless, okay, so here's the yes or no. Unless you know for a fact you have certain food allergies, let's say to wheat, celiac disease, things like that, gluten insensitivities. But for where I think you're going with this, carbs after 4 o'clock, I wake up at 9, I'm hungry, I want a snack, oh my God, carbs. No, carbs are not evil. Carbs are fuel. Carbs are... They're amazing. They're energy for what we need to do, not only in the gym like what you and I did today, Jody, but every day. Like they help you. But with that said, there are people out there who do have insensitivities and allergies to not just carbs. It could be fats, it could be proteins. But so those people, get checked if you don't know you have an allergy. If you know you have an allergy, abstain from those. Don't be one of those people that are like, oh, I eat it because it tastes good and I just deal with the allergies. That's stupid, my opinion. But no, carbs are not evil. Carbs are very necessary. And not to mention, is when we start getting in a little more scientific, but on the macro terms, I mean, they're fillers. Okay, so, you have 3 macros, and they play a big part of either being a third or a much larger portion of your caloric intake. So, they're needed, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Not evil. And there are so many people that start off, and this is, new year, new you, all that sort of stuff, and their immediate go-to is, well, I got to cut out, I can't have bread ever again. I can't have, there's so much can't have. And I think that's a problem with the diet mentality is I can't have this. Because I've been on a number of diets, and the only ones that have worked have been the ones you can have whatever you want as long as it's fit within these parameters.
It's just it's not sensible is not the word I want to use, but it's more sustainable.
Yeah.
When you're able to eat things that you already enjoy, but I just keep you within parameters, you're probably going to stay on your diet or your nutrition plan, whatever word, a lot better than the next person. I say, hey, you need to cut out chocolate. We need to cut out breads. Because you like them. You gravitate towards them. You're going to eat them. And if I cut them out from you, all you're going to do 9 times out of 10, you're going to lie to me and you're going to sneak them.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to feel guilty, and then you're going to start feeling guilty and reporting to me, and then next thing you know, you're off your diet and you're off training, and I've lost you as a client and a friend and whatever, family, whatever. That's stupid. It's not a sustainable lifestyle, so I keep a lot of that type of food in there. So past that, I teach you that no, they're not evil. They can be very good, but within moderation, depending on your macro count. What percent did I set you to? What is your caloric intake, come into play?
I've planned out my meals for today, and my last meal of the day is oatmeal cream pie cereal. I saw it at Walmart.
That actually sounds amazing.
we haven't even cracked the box yet.
Is it Kellogg's or Little Debbie?
Little Debbie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going.
I'm so excited. We bought a family size, even though that's just two of us. All right, let's go on to the next one. Okay, how about this one? Similar vein. If you lose weight, you will lose strength. A lot of people worry about, like, oh, I'm cutting down and I'm gonna be in a different weight class. I'm no longer gonna hit these same numbers that I've been hitting. That's what people that's what a lot of people in our world worry about. Is there fact to that? Some
yes, and some no. What are we talking about in terms of weight loss? If we're talking gradual weight loss, half a pound to a pound a week, sometimes 2 depending on the person, and we're smart about it, and along with the way we put the weight plan in as far as weightlifting, no, I can get you to be a smaller individual, a leaner individual, and keep your strength up, if not make you a stronger individual. If we do a crash, where we lose a lot of weight really quick, will strength go? Absolutely, as will muscle. That's 2 things. You mentioned weight classes. For people out there who've never done a weight cut, there can absolutely be a first time, second time. Hell, sometimes people have cut weight for years and still don't get their weight back correctly. It happens. But those individuals, we need to play around with you as far as weight cuts.
I used to cut weight for wrestling.
And what was your strength like?
Oh, it was pretty good for the most part, but I would cut from I played football at 225, and I wrestled at 182, and it would take a month to get down to that 40 pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I would sit there at 182 the entire season, and I would get back my strength by the end of the season. But I wouldn't recommend that to anybody.
You took a month.
I took a month to get down 40 pounds.
What we do in powerlifting and weightlifting, we take a week. And my biggest weight cut was from 292 to 270, and I did that from a Sunday to a Friday weigh-in. And I've had other ones where I've cut from 282 to 269, smaller, 13 pounds there. Yeah. But how well are you, either yourself or your coach, whoever you have handling you, at getting said weight back on and in the right spots? When I say spots,
what do you mean by that? Because that's interesting.
So now we're branching off, and we're going, from the raw lifting world, where you guys may just have a set of kneecaps and a belt, to the geared lifting world, where we're in, briefs and suits and shirts and things, and they sit and fit a different way. And if I don't get my weight back on me correctly and in the right spots on game day, my stuff fits completely different. So it's almost like I'm a new lifter on day one, because I'm in the same old gear, but I'm wearing it differently. So we really have to focus on trying to get our weight back up. If I walk around at 292 for 12 weeks, I cut down to 275 to make my weight class. I try as best as possible within a 24-hour period to put 17 pounds back on. Try and get up to my 292 walk weight. And just because I'm there, it doesn't mean that it's in the same areas. 9 times out of 10, most of my weight has always gone back to my lower body, and my upper body just suffers. Yeah. So my bench, which... shitty lift, but my bench suffers, so it is what it is. So
that's weird to think about, because I've only worn a bench press shirt one time.
Yeah. What did we get you that night?
505. 505 to a
that was a good night.
Floorboard. It was a really good night. I had marks on my arms,
cuts
for like 3-4 days. What the hell?
Those are good times. Good war wounds.
Yeah. But I'm trying to picture it in my head of where in your body weight would go, because it's got to be all water weight. Right?
It's water. It's a lot of it's when you're talking about losing that much weight that fast.
Yeah.
I know a couple people who will go into a caloric deficit to lose even more weight, but I mean, you're not. We don't want to lose. We're trying to lose water.
Yeah.
And because we can get that water back a little quicker within that week. Are we gonna sacrifice a lot of muscle? In my opinion, no. Because you're losing that much that fast. A lot of it is going to be water weight, and then where that water wants to go afterwards. Does it want to go to your ankles? Does it want to go to your knees?
Just walking around with fat ankles.
Yeah, dude, I've done it. My very first, my second ball mount, my biggest meet ever. At the time, I put my weight back on, and it did not go to my upper body. It went all to my lower body, and my briefs and suits fit so different. In fact, I lost feeling in both of my legs on first and second attempts. Actually, first attempt, before I even got up there, and they were gone.
Yeah.
And two good friends of mine at the time helped me out of that suit into my other suit, and I bombed out of the meet. But I had no feeling in my legs because my legs ballooned up. I just, good luck telling water where it's going to go in your body.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So anyway, back to that. You gotta toy with that, and that can absolutely affect your outcome. It can affect your performance. It can affect everything. So.
And I guess with that, there's something that. There's something that not a lot of people think about, and it's how you lift at different weights. Mm-hmm. So something that I've had to figure out, and something that my wife has had to figure out, because we both have lost quite a bit of weight, mm-hmm. is my stance is so much more narrow now because my hinging points mm-hmm. are different. Mm-hmm. And I've finally figured it out. Liz is really struggling because she's like, what the am I doing? I'm supposed to be hitting 305 on the squat. What is this? But how big are, losing weight in different areas for different lifts?
Huge. You think about it. If you let's talk about the deadlift. We'll talk about the squat too, but let's talk about the deadlift. If you're a big bellied guy and girl, whatever, and you're used to having your belly on your lap to help push off your legs, or you feel your belly on your lap, it can be a cue, it can be a trigger, like, oh, I have to feel this here to know I'm in the right position. Yeah. And when you lose that area, when you lean out, and good job on losing your weight, first off. Second off, you're now a leaner individual. You don't have that gut. That can change up your cues. It could change up. Man, I don't feel that no more. So now I think I've got to go even lower, and it takes practice. To lift at your new body weight. This is why I say, so that's somebody, that can absolutely change. We go, still hitting on this point, losing weight and affecting strength. Changing your leverages, can absolutely affect how you lift a weight. And if you lose that gut that fast, you might be weaker because I don't have that cushion to push off of, so to speak.
And I guess it would also it would force other muscles, for the deadlift. Mm-hmm. It would make other muscles more important. Just kind of based on where your body position would be, it then puts a little more pressure on different parts of your back or different parts of your legs or that sort of stuff.
I'm glad you said that, because we don't want when we start talking about the deadlift, I don't want it to be the wrong muscles that are important. Okay, we still want the right muscles to be important. So this is where we have to be patient as an individual who's lost a lot of weight very fast or lost a lot of body size fast, to make sure we're still lifting correctly. Just because I made you smaller and leaner doesn't mean that you get to lift like an asshole. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like, oh my God, I'm Adonis and I can just lift this motherfucker any which way and now I'm hurt. Right. So still maintain, we're still technically sound. We still look good lifting it. And when I say looking good, not in the mirror, but we're like our angles, all that stuff, we're hitting those. So, if I'm one of those individuals that leaned out very gradually, and I've probably taken a lot of time to get to my new size, my new lower body weight, I'm probably not going to have such a change to my form because it's gradual. Versus somebody comes in there and they want to lose a lot of weight very fast, and they lose this area very fast, and to them it's absolutely, your lift is going to change. Mm-hmm. So
that's what I had to deal with when I dropped from 305 to 255. Mm-hmm. It was over 6 months, but I dropped like 30 pounds in like 2 months. You talk bringing your stance in. The narrowest stance is a smaller individual. Yeah. You were used to being a wide stance lifter, okay, and now you're a wide stance smaller lifter. You may not be built for that, or you may be, and we just have to learn that new stance, and we got to be patient with it. But as a narrow stance with a larger gut at 300 pounds, that's going to bounce right off your lap. Right. I stay a wide stance lifter at 250. I've probably 50 pounds is a huge drop. Good job. Thanks. But I no longer have that gut to smack against my lap. So who knows, where I'm going. I may feel like I've got to go even lower than I really do because I don't feel my stomach on my knees, on my lap, my thighs, whatever, type of thing. So, You know me. I like slapping a gut around.
I swear.
Okay, this is one that comes from the one super viral TikTok that I've had.
Okay.
And it was the bamboo bar.
Bamboo bar.
Okay. That TikTok has over 1 million views. You can check it out on the Actually Average page. Wink.
Shameless plug.
Super shameless plug. Hey, also, Lady Juice Beard Oil, owned by this guy. What? Did I just admit to that? Come on now. Anyway, so this came up in the comments. There was a powerlifter who was hell-bent on telling everyone that getting good at or doing the bamboo bar overhead hold or overhead press, whatever, is not going to make your bench press better. It is only going to make you better at the bamboo bar press or bamboo bar hold. It's not going to make your bench press better. It's not going to make your it's not going to make any of these things better. The only way you get better at bench pressing is by bench pressing. What are your thoughts?
I started smiling right away, laughing, whatever you want to say. Who's my lifter? A noob, okay? Somebody like literally blank canvas type of lifter, and I want to make them better at the bench press. I'm going to have them bench press more. I'm going to get them to get a great foundation on the bench press. What muscles?
Right.
How to grip? Where do they put their feet? Where do they put their back? How do they breathe? How do they break the bar? Where do they pull? Where do they push from? Foundation. Somebody like you and I who has been bench pressing for, Jesus, since we were knee high.
Yeah.
I am of the school of thought that bench pressing and only bench pressing is just one weapon in your arsenal, your artillery, whatever you want to say it. The bamboo bar can absolutely help you if there are certain weaknesses along the chain that we have. If all you did was bamboo bar, would you be a great bamboo bar presser? Absolutely, because you would learn that lift.
Yeah.
But I am of the school of thought that by bamboo barring, for whatever reason, whatever the ask is of the day, it's going to find a weakness that you and I have and get us stronger in the bamboo bar press. It's going to fix that to where then you and I come back over to the bench press and we are a better bench presser. So that's my take on it. Not just the bamboo bar. There can be a weakness in our bench press that you and I need to find, and why are we weak there? What lifts? What muscles are weak? Why are they failing? And then what exercises fix those weak muscles to then pick that area up to make us better?
It's kind of like to put it in terms of another sport, it's like basketball in that you want to be good at all phases of scoring in basketball. You want to be good at shooting a three-pointer. You also want to be good at down low and mid-range, right? If you are good at shooting a three-pointer, but you're not good in the mid-range, you need to work on your mid-range, right? So
I like where you're taking that.
So if you know that, for example, my hamstrings suck. So I need to train my hamstrings more so than other parts that I'm already strong at.
Correct.
So it's like that, and that's how I think of the bamboo bar, and that's also how I think of the boards for bench press. Is that I'm just getting better at this part of the game. That makes sense.
Yeah. Coming back to your 3-point, you have amazing 3-point shooters. You have amazing 18-foot shooters.
Yeah.
You got shitty under the board shooters.
Yeah.
So guess what? Where you're gonna keep practicing your three. You're already an amazing 3-point shooter. You're an okay or mid-range, average 18-foot shooter. I'm gonna put you underneath just by shooting threes. In my opinion, if you suck at under the board or 5 feet away, 6 feet away, you don't have touch, you don't have range, you don't know that, and vice versa. You may be great under the board and you're a shitty 3-point shooter. By me making you a great free throw shooter, 15 feet away from the rim, is not going to make you a great 3-point shooter 26 feet away.
Right.
Is it 26, 23? Whatever the fuck. You're further.
Yeah.
Maybe 21. But whatever. So you're 100%, which is very rare in NBA. 100% shot from free throw line does not mean dick for you at the 3-point line. You suck at threes. So guess where you're going to practice? You're going to walk into practice and you're going to start with 3 points. Yeah. Same thing. You're going to bench press for me. Where's Austin failing? Where's Allen failing? And we're going to hammer that weakness, still paying attention to what you're great at, but we're going to hammer away at that weakness. It can be triceps. So I'm going to go triceps, and I'm going to make them stronger. The next thing you know, we're going to see that our bench press, what used to be a stick point at a certain weight, we're blowing it through the water or out of the water.
Yeah.
So that's how we would address that. But younger lifters, noobs, guys and girls walking in, be a better bench presser, a better squat, a better deadlifter. Yeah, we're gonna focus on that lift. Throwing all the bells and whistles at them, it's to me information overload.
Yeah.
Let's build a foundation first and foremost, get that built, and then we take you away.
Producer man, what's our time?
23 minutes.
Holy shit! Wow. We're so good at this! Holy cow!
That didn't feel like 23.
That did not feel like 23.
22.2 inches.
22?
22.
22?
Yeah.
22 feet.
Okay.
2 inches.
I thought 21 because I'm looking at the free throw line is 16 or 15 and then another 6 to get out. Okay.
I had no idea. When I said basketball, it was a horrible choice because I'm a wrestling.
Great.
Well, it's great, but I'm a wrestling coach. But
but either way.
But no one knows wrestling the way that most people know basketball.
Good job on going basketball. That was absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Hook shot. I know that one. Ah! Fade away.
Oh, okay, but
bang.
Fade away was much better than that hook shot. Kareem would cringe.
It would be so upset.
I just want to see Shaq's free throw.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bring it back.
On the note of Kareem, I didn't know his name was Lou Alcindor before.
Are you serious?
So, all right, quick story time.
UCLA.
Yeah, so it was the first show that I was on for 96.9 The Game. It was.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember this story now. I remember this.
So I was on In the Zone with Brandon Kravitz and the Shot Doctor, and Shot is a fantastic sports historian. Like, he'll tell you whatever you want to know about the 1935 Minnesota Twins. Okay, like, he knows everything. And we did a segment called Stump the Shot Doctor. And I'm like, all right, who was the all-NBA team for 19 whatever? I don't remember the year.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, Lou Alcindor has to be on there. And I went, nope. He's not on there. And we're like, what the hell kind of buffoonery is this? What do you mean Lou Alcindor is on there? He listed off a couple more people. And I'm like, you're missing the biggest name. How do you not know this Shot?
This is amazing stuff.
And I go, and it finally clicks for Brandon, and he goes, Austin?
I love this story.
Is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on that list? And I said, yeah. And they went, oh, no.
Showing his youth.
Yeah, showing my youth real bad. And then we later had a whole segment devoted to, let's see which ones Austin actually knows. What's Magic Johnson's real name?
Irvin.
Okay, didn't know that one.
You didn't know that one?
Didn't know that one.
What about Cassius Clay?
That's Muhammad Ali.
Okay, good one. Good one.
John Carlos Stanton was Mike Stanton. He's a baseball player for the Dolphins? Who the f*** am I?
Not big Dolphins. That's football.
For the Marlins.
Marlins, there you go. No.
Or he's not anymore. He's for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Why am I on a sports show?
I was going to say.
What the f***?
Well, this is terrible. But I didn't even know that. I didn't know his first name was Mike, or that he used to be Mike.
He used to be Mike. Then there was I got drilled on pro wrestling names. So Terry Bollea. Nailed it, producer.
All I knew was Terry. But I didn't know like Ultimate Warrior's first and last name. Never knew.
Well, his last name's Warrior now. What? It was like Dave. No?
Ultimate Warrior's real name wasn't Warrior?
He changed it to Warrior.
Look up when he passed away.
Producer man, look it up.
No. And he was Jewish.
I didn't know he was
I did not know he was Jewish either.
Okay.
Yep.
Ultimate Warrior's Jewish?
Yep. I looked this up when he passed away.
Yeah.
He was my favorite wrestler.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy when he passed away because it was right after he did a segment on Monday Night Raw where because he had went into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And then he had this big speech where we're all warriors and you can be a warrior too. Brought people to tears and he died the next day.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
James Brian Hellwig.
Yeah.
Hellwig.
Or Warrior.
I thought for sure he changed it to Warrior. Who am I thinking of that changed their name to Batista? Dave Batista.
Changed his last name? He's not Dave Warrior?
No, gosh, son of a bitch. No, he. I don't think he was Dave Bautista, and then he changed his name to Dave Bautista because
I have no idea. I stopped watching wrestling when I realized it was fake.
it's not fake.
It is fake.
All right, are movies fake?
100% based on real life events. Wrestling is fake. Come on.
Turn off the camera.
Wrestling.
I'm so pissed. That's a segment for another day. We don't got time for this shit.
Stone Cold, Goldberg, like those are my and by then I knew it was fake too, but Goldberg and Stone Cold, like
They were awesome.
Absolutely. So I still watch some fake shit with those two sons of bitches, but after that I'm like, this is garbage. This is garbage.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched it for a while, but I'm still mad.
But you used to commentate, right? Didn't you used to commentate?
So I used to. So I used to travel the Midwest as a ring announcer for Midwestern Wrestling Alliance, the MWA, and we would go from as far east as Indianapolis, as far west as Denver, as far north as Chicago, but now they go into Canada every once in a while, and as far south as Oklahoma City. And when I was in college, we would travel all around. I did commentary on the side because I did. I think the University of Nebraska won't be mad about this, but I would rent out these $1,200 cameras, throw them in the back of a pickup truck, drive to Chicago with them, and use them to record wrestling. And then I would, bring them back, return them, and then I would edit it all together and do the commentary for it afterward. But I remember one time thinking, because we brought like lights and we brought microphones and we brought like I think we ended up having like $5,000 worth of equipment in the back of a pickup driving 75, 80 miles an hour up the interstate up to Chicago for 7 hours. And I don't think we were supposed to take it out beyond campus by any means. But yeah, so I did that for 3 years in college, and then
this is where you cultivated your radio voice, your personality.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's where I learned how to. That's also where I learned that I have a pretty good Chris Jericho voice. So like Chris Jericho does like the Ayatollah of rock and rolla.
I never.
What?
Never heard it.
Never heard this show for.
Yeah, never heard it. I know Jericho. I just never,
He's still wrestling.
Yeah,
he's for AEW.
Yeah,
this has gone off the rails. That was fact over fitness or whatever.
We're way over.
Yeah,
both.
Well, we'll see how it ends up in the edit. But thanks for coming along this incredible journey of episode 1, pilot episode, where we were nervous in the first segment, and probably that first segment might not ever be aired. But the next 2,
time together,
fucking gold. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So we'll be back again because this is going to be a thing. Be sure to subscribe. You can smash that like button. This is YouTube, brother.
Tell them, what's our YouTube channel?
Our YouTube channel is the Actually Average page, which is where we are not actually average, but it's in tying to the TikTok at Actually Average, because my wife and I are branching out. We're trying all different kinds of
y'all are doing
things.
great.
We're doing.
You got it going.
Hell yeah, we got it going on. You can follow me at Radio Guy Austin on all socials except for Facebook, because Facebook. Instagram, Twitter, at Radio Guy Austin. Alan?
Follow me on Instagram at Alan Pilley. P as in Paul, ILLEY, and I think that's it. It's over to Facebook. I don't hop on Facebook. I don't do Twitter.
I only look at Facebook.
I don't do YouTube.
I only look at Facebook in case my grandma posts some fake facts about like some election stuff or whatever. I have her back. She's like, Austin, she'll share it first, and then she'll text me and be like, is this real?
After she's posted it?
And I'm like, Grandma, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So,
Grandma, if you're watching, all right, this is the show for you.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to give you facts first, and then you can go post about it. So,
Absolutely.
Grandma, here's to you.
That's right. So, thanks again. We'll be back next time.
Thanks, guys.